What is going on, everybody? Tech enthusiast here, and this is my review of SyberiaOS for the RedMi K20 Pro. So this is your home screen layout. Now if you swipe to the left, there is nothing there unlike other ROMs. Swiping to the right, as usual, you will have the apps that you have installed, and swiping up is your app drawer. Now the first thing that I want to see is the home screen settings. Now a long press and we're here. So the first option is icon pack. Here I have Viral, which is a random icon pack that I installed from the Play Store, and let's just see how that works. Okay, so it is enabled straight away, as you can see here. So I'm just going to go back in and put the default one on and look at some of the other options here. So you can have notification dots, so we'll show you any new notification next to the app icon. You can also disable the apps to show on your home screen by a single press. We have hidden and protected apps, so you can actually hide some apps with your fingerprint so other people can't see what you've got. We also have notification gestures, double tap gesture, so if you double tap it, it should put the phone to sleep. And the last option is clear on swipe down from recent view. So next up we have widgets. Now it depends on what apps you have installed. So right now it is quite minimal. That's because I don't have a lot of apps installed, but this is where your widgets are going to be. Okay, and now what I want to look at last is the styles and wallpaper, and this is probably the highlight of this ROM. Now by default we are on wallpaper, and there is one wallpaper here at the moment, but you can always install apps from the Play Store or put in your own wallpapers, and obviously you can apply wallpapers from your gallery. Now let's go to the first option, which is style. Now this is the default theme. Now if I swipe to the right, it will show you what options you have enabled, and we can also do our own one. So let's go into custom. So the first option we're going to have is the font, and as you go to a different font, you can see it will tell you the name of the font. Let's see if I can find the OnePlus font, because there is actually a OnePlus font hiding here. There we go, OnePlus. And this one looks quite cool. Here's FIFA. Okay, I'm going to put this one on so we can tell easily that we have a font applied. So the next option is for the icons. Again, this is the default one. This is slightly a lighter version of the first one. This is completely different, and I think I'll go with this one next. So here we can change the accent color. So we've got a few here, and we can just see how they look. Let's stick to tail for now, and next we have the icon shapes. And as you can see, you can get pretty much any shape that you want. I don't know, let's put it on square for now. Next, and you can obviously give it a name, so let's just put it as test. Oops, and let's get rid of all of that. Apply, and as you can see, the icons have applied, and the notification toggles have changed, and to be honest, they look a bit ugly. So I'm just going to change that again, and as you can see, the fonts have changed. So if we go back to style, go to default, apply, and it's as simple as that. So we're going to go back here, and font, everything should have changed. Okay, so the next option we have is clock. So again, you've got different layouts of the clock. And the last option we have is grid. So you can have less icons on your home screen, or as much as possible really, which is 6x6, but I'm going to leave it as default. So far, I'm quite enjoying the customization of this ROM. Okay, so the next option I want to look at is the notification toggle settings, and I can tell you there are a lot of options you can see here. I mean, unlike other ROMs such as the Pixel experience, is very minimal. I know they're trying to mimic the Pixel ROM, but it's always good to have a lot of options. And if you wanted to add a new icon as a toggle shortcut, all you do is just swipe it up and they're there, which is quite good. So the next thing I want to look at is the camera app. So this is ANX camera, aka MIUI camera, and yep, it is working on this ROM as well as the pop-up camera, although it might be a bit slower than the MIUI ROM. Now if we go into video, and if you wanted to toggle the resolution, it is there. So all you do is just tap and it will change between 1080p, 30 or 60 FPS, and it will also go to 4K, 30 and 60 FPS. Now if you go into settings, there are other additional settings here. You also have the mirror front camera, so you can enable it or disable it. And another thing I can tell you is that Gcam also works on this ROM. This is the latest version. We could also have the XML support, so just double tap and you can use an XML that someone has made. And this is the only one that I've got at the moment, but it supports as well quite a few XMLs anyway. And once again, the pop-up camera does work. Okay, so here are a few camera samples. The first one is with the default camera, ANX camera, and the next one is with Gcam camera. And you can tell that the Gcam is better for both daylight photos and low light photos, and I do recommend you download this camera and use it instead. So now we're going to check out the fingerprint unlocking, and also you can see that CRT effect when you turn off the screen. It's kind of cool. Anyway, it does work. I mean, it's not as fast as the stock ROM, and I did find it a bit hit and miss, but yeah, not too bad. Okay, so what I want to look at next is the settings. Now again, this ROM has a lot of customization. So obviously you got the default things here from the network settings. So I have the Chinese model, so my version will have NFC support. As you can see, NFC. The Indian version doesn't have that. Anyway, let's head back out and look at Syberia settings. So we have system, general tweaks, so pocket detection, wake up on charge, screen off animation, so the CRT scale, I'm going to leave that on CRT, and you can see how that works later on in the video. Now going to dialer, I've not seen this option in other ROMs, but again it's quite basic, vibrate on connect, call waiting or disconnect. And if you go to aggressive battery, so by default you have battery saver mode enabled. And we've got gaming mode. So again, it will block your notification, disable automatic brightness, etc. And if you wanted to add a game, again, you just click on here, find the game that you want to put on. Let's just say Antutu for now. And that is it, simple as that. And yeah, so that's the systems. Now if you go to panels, status bar, so again you can disable some of the icons from the top. So a prime example would be Wi-Fi, and you can pretty much hide any status bar icon. So we've got battery style, you can also have it hidden if you want, but I prefer to have the battery icon. Again, there's a lot of options. You've got the traffic network info as well, 4G, Volt, etc. Now if you go into notifications, So you got battery percentage enabled. You can have it inside the icon as well. You probably can't see it right now because it's quite full, but let's leave it enabled for now. So kill apps, if you long press one of the buttons black back, it will kill any app. Brightness slider, quick settings, etc. Let's just head back out of here. Now go to navigation bar, invert layout. So you got the buttons here. By default, the back button is here, but I prefer it to be here because your thumb is closer to the right side of the screen. Then we have lock screen. So lock screen shortcuts on the left and the right. You can change that pretty much any action or app really. So fingerprint authentication, fingerprint error vibration, and lock screen charge info. So it'll tell you at what rate the phone is being charged. FOD icon picker again. So this is quite cool. Let me just show you how they look. So there's about 15 or so icons here. Let's just say we want to try the Captain America icon, and as you can see here, the icon is there. But yeah, so let's head back out of there and see. Okay, we got weather options, music options. Again, I'm not really going to go into depth as it will make the video really long. So we have gestures, swipe to screenshot, so swipe 3 fingers down. We've seen this in other ROMs as well. Screen off torch button, double tap to sleep. And yeah, so the last option here is the developers working on the ROM. And right at the bottom we've got NATO, so this is the maintainer for our device. So yeah, the rest is pretty much stockish Android. Now if we swipe all the way down to system, we have the updater here. Now at the time of recording this video, I am using the latest version of SyberiaOS, which is version 3.3, and I can tell you that the downloader app does work. So we have other options where the developer options will be here, multiple users. Let's look at the other options here. So gestures. Now jump to camera. So if you double tap the power button, it should launch the camera app. You can also disable that if you want. We have system navigation, which I'll come back to, and prevent ringing. So press the power and volume up together. So into system navigation. So right now you know that I am using the old school legacy 3-button layout. You can also go to 2-button where you have the home screen and the back button, and you can go all in with the gesture mode. So if you just swipe up, that's your home. Now if you swipe up and hold, that's your recents, as you can see. So and if you want to go back, just swipe to the left or swipe right as well. And let's just go back in, and as you can see here, there is a settings button. So there are other options here. So for example, you might want to hide that navigation bar. Okay, and that's gone. But obviously it does work. So yeah, in terms of customization, this ROM is fantastic. So that does it for this video, and I can honestly say this is one of the best custom ROMs available for the RedMi K20 Pro. If you want to flash this ROM, I will leave links in the description. Now if you have enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If it is your first time here, then please do consider subscribing, as I have more videos coming up. So make sure you hit that bell icon so you get notified as soon as I release my videos. Please do follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and like always, thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you in the next video.